ZZ109FM, this is Elsie Jenkins. This is Elsie Jenkins. May 2025. It's good to be alive, people, on the planet. Glad you could be with us today. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And if you're on the night shift, we appreciate you for what you do on the night shift. Oh, I tell you right now, we are doing the regular talk radio. We're talking about the same things because we're having the same issues. Nothing has changed. If you've been lucky enough to listen to some of our older broadcasts, they're still relevant. Hate is still alive. The government is still not taking care of people and loving people for who they are. The world is still at war, fighting and killing each other, breaking the cardinal rule of thou shalt not kill. That rule hasn't changed, yet we still can't conform to the word. It's that simple. So we have our new broadcasts like today's broadcast, but we still have our older broadcasts because if things change, then we don't need to talk about those things anymore. They're fixed. We understand. But if you don't understand, then you still have to keep talking and encouraging people to do the right thing. And that's why my name is Elsie Jenkins, and I'm on this radio station communicating to you people out there on the planet. Some of these things don't apply to you because you understand thou shalt not kill. You understand to keep your hands to yourself. You understand to love thy neighbor. You understand, okay, to worship the one thing in the sky that takes care of all of us. You understand, okay, that you have to take care of other people on this planet. It's not just about you. It's not just about you. You understand that you're not promised tomorrow. You understand that you need to make a difference while you're here on the planet. Then some of these things do not apply to you. And no, we're not perfect. We can always improve. But I can tell you now, some of you get it. It's the percentage of some of you that don't get it that need to keep hearing this conversation over and over again. All right, now that I've gotten that out in the open, let's say hello to our members in the studio audience, and let's say hello to our panel that we have here today. To my right is Reverend No Show. Reverend No Show, how are you doing on this beautiful month of May in 2025?
Miss Jenkins, I'm doing well. I'm glad to be here for another day. It's a blessing. I wish you all out there listening well and positive endeavors for the future.
Well, Reverend No Show, that is amazing to hear from you. And it's good to be in the studio with you today. It's a beautiful thing to be here and be around positive people and positive energy. Also in the studio today is 10th grade education Bob. Bob, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I'm also appreciative of being here on the planet. I'd like to say hello to all my friends out there in Florida, out there in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And all you listeners out there, I'd like to say hello to you too.
All right, ZZ109FM Talk Radio. This is Elsie Jenkins. It's good to be here amongst positive energy. And Bob and Reverend No Show, even though me and Bob go back and forth every now and then, I must say it's better to have his energy in the room than negative energy. I'll tell you that. So I'll give you some positive comments on that, Bob. I'll give you some positivity for a change. All right. This show is going to be an interesting show because we're going to talk about the negative and we're going to talk about the positive. There's no way around it because this world is consisted of negative things and positive things. I will admit, I've been avoiding President Trump. I've been avoiding communicating about this man. And if you listen to some of my previous broadcasts, I talked about President Obama. Didn't talk much about President Biden. And zero about President Trump. Zero. I haven't been happy with President Trump in his past endeavors here as president. And I'm even more unhappy with his current endeavors as president. So unhappy that I had to mention him. And if you're listening, you may be unhappy with President Trump as well. I can admit that when President Trump was president before, we were seeing a little bit more than the previous administration, Obama. We were getting a little bit more in our checks, a little bit more in our pocket, but nonetheless, it wasn't that bad of a ride. But this time around, there's something different, something very different going on with this man, very different with this administration, and very different with their agenda that is borderline dangerous, very dangerous for us all, no matter what color you are. It's a very dangerous agenda currently in place in our government. The only thing I'm going to address today is the tariffs. We're going to start getting into President Trump a little bit more in the near future. But today I just want to kind of take a look at the tariff situation. There are certain parts of the country that are feeling the tariff implementation. It's almost like COVID. You go into stores and shelves are starting to become empty. Now, it's no big thing because it hasn't affected everyone yet. That's the problem. It takes time for this wave to kind of cover the entire United States. That's what you have to be familiar with when it comes to these situations. It's a wave. And everyone is not affected right away. Like the toilet paper situation and paper towel situation, everyone felt the need. They had to have those items during COVID. And when people decide they want to have an item, the amount of people that want that item are more than the supply. Therefore, you see an immediate effect on us all. So, got word that some places down south, their shelves and some of their dollar stores are bare. Shelves are not being restocked because some of the items they usually get from these countries are no longer trickling in. So let's just keep our ears and eyes open to see if this has a mass effect on everyone else, like Walmart, Target, the regular grocery stores you have in your part of the world. Let's see if there's some additional ripples that come out of this tariff. And let's hope this tariff situation does not last any longer than it needs to last. But I would recommend stocking up on things that you feel are important, just in case. It's called preparing. I just recommend stocking up on those things that you feel may be important for your survival and comfort on this planet. All right, so I'm not going to go any more into that. Reverend No Show, Bob, y'all looking at me. Do y'all have anything y'all want to add to the tariffs? I mean, there's not much to talk about. It's very simple. When you restrict something and it can't get to us, we feel the effect of it. There's no other way to describe it or explain it. And we're not the cause of the restriction. It's the government. The same people that are supposed to take care of us aren't taking care of us. It's that simple. Moving on. Since nobody's got nothing to say, the audience is quiet. That's good. And the phones aren't ringing today because I ain't taking no damn calls. Now, let's go on to the next area and issue. I'm going to mix the positivity with the negativity today. It's going to be an up and down roller coaster ride of a show. Because that's the way I want it to be. Life is about ups and downs, so why should everything be negative and then positive and then it's over? No, it's about ups and downs, and you got to learn how to deal with these ups and downs, people. It's called surviving. If you can survive the ups and downs of life, then you can see positive light at the end of the tunnel. Don't get down because you're down. You get back up and get yourself back in a position to win. Speaking of a position to win, let's talk about the New York Knicks' first game. When you're playing a team that's mediocre and the Boston Celtics losing their key player became a mediocre team, Ooh la la, wee. So you win, okay. But you won against a team without a key player component on their team that motivated them. Shouldn't be that way because somebody on that damn Boston team should have stepped the hell up. Excuse my French. But nonetheless, okay, your team you're playing now is mediocre, so you can't come into this next series, all right, considering the last series, that you are unstoppable, unbeatable. You have to come into this game with a whole different game plan because you really weren't tested on the last series of games. Yeah, it was a back and forth battle, but really were you tested because they had a key player not playing because of injury? So New York Knicks are going to have to step their game up. People have to make shots, rebounds. You can't be out-rebounded by the other team, and you have to play damn defense. These teams I'm noticing don't play no damn defense. Or you play a quarter of defense. No, you have to play defense the whole damn game. Check your man. Believe it or not, I used to play damn basketball, so I know. You check your man, and you also get in your man's brain by talking his game down. Anybody that plays basketball knows these two key elements are how you beat a Michael Jordan, how you beat some of the best players on the planet. You've got to get in their heads because you can't get into their skill set. They are too good of a player. So you've got to do a little bit of a brain drain, if you may. You've got to get into that brain. You got to get into that brain and talk them out of their game. And I better not hear nobody taking my slogans either. I bet's not hear nobody taking my damn slogans. Get in that brain. Get in that brain to drain that game. That's what you got to do. You let them shoot nearly what they want to and put that old mediocre defense on them. You're not going to stop anybody. You're not going to out-rebound anyone unless you're talking to that rebounder up and down the court, talking him out of his rebounding game. It's called talking junk, people, and we need to talk more junk on this planet. Stop letting people run us over. And the New York Knicks got ran over on the first damn series, and I don't care what nobody say, because that's what happened. All right, let's see. So, summer is almost here. And I'm going to tell you now, every summer we try to broadcast information about drowning and try to do it earlier and earlier to try to get the word out to the young people, the in-between people, and the old people, because drowning has no discrimination on color, age, sex. It doesn't matter. You go out in the water, rip currents will pull any of y'all that I just mentioned out into the water and take your life. It's that simple. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was in the area that this month actually, when a young man, only 13 years old, 13 years, drowned in the beach at Fort Lauderdale. Very, very sad situation. We definitely feel for the family and reach out to you and let you know that we give you our condolences. But we have to think before we go to the beach. You have to ask yourself this question, and I'm being very, very serious. Do I want to die today? This is a question that needs to be asked every time we go towards the beach. We all need to get in a circle, and as we get ready to go out to the beach to have a good time, we need to ask this question. We go through every person that's out on the trip, and we ask the question. So I look at Bob, I say, Bob, go ahead and ask yourself the question.
Oh, okay. All right. Do I want to die today? The answer to that is no. So I will make sure that I am not going to go deep out into the water because I don't want to die today.
All right. So that was very simple. Not very hard to talk about, but it is a bitter pill to swallow. Reverend No Show, it is your turn. Let's go, Reverend No Show.
All right. Do I want to die today? No, I do not. So I'm going to not go out too far into the water. Is that how I should be sounding, Miss Jenkins?
Absolutely. Because you have to confirm to yourself that you understand, number one, the water can be dangerous at times. And we're going to, right now, you should be seeing the water. You should be seeing the beach. You should be seeing the people out there. But I'm going to tell you now, if you look at this water, it's kind of rough. It isn't calm. And when I looked at the water, and I said to myself, well, this young man that was 13 was in this type of water. He had no business being in the water to begin with, above his waist. That water that you're looking at right now, it's too rough. The winds are too high. And the potential for a current to take you away is high. And the lifeguards know this, and the beach know this, and many people in the public are aware. I can see the waves are rough, but when I look out there in the water, I see people out there at their neck and even further out in this rough water. Where is the enforcement from the lifeguards? The lifeguards are few and in between out here in these beaches. That being said, they're not going to be able to see everybody out there with them being few and far in between. So it's more of a at your own risk kind of swimming beach in Fort Lauderdale. It's got you swimming at your own risk. Now, it isn't until they say, hey, you know, little Jimmy is missing, then yeah, they come running with all their watercrafts and boats and so forth. But this is far too late of an effort to try to save someone after they are deemed missing. We need to be proactive and say, hey, as of right now, looking at these waves that are coming in the wind, you can't go any higher than your kneecaps in the water. And if anyone is found out there going out that far, we will whistle you in. This is to protect the people, not to punish them. Not to punish them. This is to protect people that feel they are invincible when they jump out in this vast ocean. And you're not invincible. The rip currents are invincible. There's nothing we can do to stop a rip current. So it sounds like an invincible amount of energy to me. So we want you to communicate to each other, not just parents to children, because parents are drowning too. Grown people are drowning too. It's not just 13-year-old kids that are drowning. It's not. So get out there and enjoy your summer. You work hard, you play hard. That's okay. But do not be a statistic and don't make it home from your summer vacation. This 13-year-old is not going to be present for his birthday, for his graduation, for the holidays that are to come. He's not going to be here. And the time that he spent here on the planet in total is 13 years. So I'm glad we are talking about it because we got it out. Don't say we didn't warn you and didn't warn others. We do it every year. We do it every year. All right, so let's get to some positive energy now. We're going to take a view of a clip. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know what? The 90s was an amazing time. I'm going to tell you now, it was an amazing time. And you know what? A lot of young people were smelling themselves back in the early 80s and the 90s, trying to be a little bit fast under the collar. So let's take a look at this clip we got for you. We got some visuals nonetheless. It's 2025. You got to have some damn visuals, and we got some. All right, so once we get through this clip, we're going to have a little chit-chat and talk about the 90s and 2025, how things are just a tad bit different.
Pretty ass lips.
You so stupid.
Nah, for real, you got me sprung.
I'ma call you when I get over to Keisha's house.
Alright then, shit.
You gonna come over there?
What?
You gonna come over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna come over there. Hey, I gotta see you.
What we finna do? Yes, please tell me what y'all finna do. Nah, don't hang up the phone now. What y'all finna do? Hey, mama. What's this? I don't know. Don't play with me. Oh. What is it? It's a note. Read it. Okay. Read it out loud. Okay. Dear Sexy Red.
So we sexy now.
Every
we sexy
time
red. Who the hell?
I see your lips, I want to
I said read it.
All I want to do is kiss. Look into my eyes when I touch on your thighs.
So that's what you're doing?
No.
I'll see you later.
You come see me at my game?
Yeah.
No.
Who the hell hoochie coochie skirt you done went out here and put on? My friends, you better get your ass in the house right now. Young man, you might as well find you another street to stroll on because it's gonna be a long time before she see the break of day.
Yes, ma'am.
Out here.
ZZ109FM Talk Radio. That's Tanisha the T. Tanisha the T. Wilson. Lord have mercy. There's some talented people on Instagram, TikTok, and so forth. And we're reaching out to promote and let these people shine when they can shine. And she is a very, very talented young lady. I see big things in her future. But, you know, back in the 90s, yes, young folks was trying to be fast and slick. But you know what? These mamas, which you got to be on top of your children today, just like these mamas was on top of their children back in the day. Don't let these young people fool you with these smartphones. They're not sitting there being innocent. They're actually engaged in some negative activity that they can now do by phone, via phone, versus having to try to sneak out and so forth. You got to be over their shoulders looking at what these young people are doing today on their phones. That's right. There's a lot of things out there that we didn't have, like sexting. That's right, sexting. Oh, yeah. Don't young people out there running now. They're running because, yeah, Elsie Jenkins is putting your business out there. Sexting. I didn't know what sexting was the first time I heard it, and it took about 6 weeks for me to figure out what the hell sexting was. But now I know what sexting is, and young people's out here doing it. Remember Congressman Weiner? He was taking pictures of his Peter and putting it on Twitter. That's right. Young folks are taking their Peters and their other private parts and smashing them on these social media sites, sending them to their friends. That's right. Don't let these young folks fool you. Yeah, don't let these young folks fool you. They might be sitting there looking innocent, but you need to look over their shoulder every now and then. Take a look at what's they doing. I can assure you some of that stuff they doing is damn right nasty. Damn right nasty. And they got access to, oh yes, what's the other word? Pornography. They got access to pornography. That's right, nasty young people. Sharing pornography. Yeah, that's right. Watch what they're doing. Make sure you have an idea of what they're doing. If you don't know, snatch their phone from them and get into it. And do a little bit of investigating. It's not hard to go back and take a look at their history and see where they've been, what sites they've been, and what they've been doing. That's right, young people. I put your damn business out there so your mammy or your pappy can catch your sexting. That's right. I heard it and I learned what it's all about. The sexting. Reverend No Show, have you been sexting? Reverend No Show? Reverend No Show? Tell me.
Miss Jenkins, I have not been doing any sexting. I have not been sexting, Mrs. Elsie Jenkins. So don't look my way and start saying the word sexting, because I haven't been doing it.
Okay, Reverend No Show, you ain't got to get all emotional with me. My goodness. Bob, have you been sexting, Bob? Have you been sexting? You look like a sexter.
And the answer is that is hell no. I ain't been sexting with nobody. I ain't been sexting with myself, and I ain't planning on sexting anybody, whatever the hell sexting is.
All right. No need to get all upset. And audience, we ain't gonna be snatching y'all phones and taking a look at y'all history or what y'all been doing via y'all videos. Hint, videos. And live chat. hint, hint, with other people. We're not going to get all into y'all business like that. But let's just say, if you're out there sexting, I'm going to say it one last time, sexting, you're probably using your damn phone to do it. Little nasty asses. Lord have mercy. This world, I tell you, this world is just, my goodness, the things you couldn't dream of in your mind back in the day when I was growing up are now available right in the palms of your hands, right there. Anything you can think of is right there. This is a very dangerous world, and you've got to be on top of your children. You've got to be on top of them. You've got to see what they're doing. And Tanisha the T. Wilson is showing us by example. Mama's got to be on their daughters and their sons. A lot of times the young sons be getting away with murder. Fathers encouraging their sons. Shame on you. Sons need to be disciplined harder than well, let's just say just as hard as the daughters. Give them some kind of foundation. Don't just encourage them to run amok. Give them some kind of foundation. Lord have mercy. Got me started. All right. We're going to move on. But I better not catch any of y'all listeners out there sexting. I better not catch you sexting. Lord have mercy. All right. So we got another visual for you, and it's a very, very interesting visual. Yes, we get out here and we work. And everyone understands that unless you are blessed with the option to not have to work, you have to work. There's no way around it. And sometimes we get out here and we get not just one job, we get 2 jobs. In some cases, 3 jobs. How do people do 3 jobs? Well, they just don't get no damn sleep. That's all it is. But yeah, sometimes you even get 3 jobs. But you know what? What I notice is that these jobs we have, you have to be careful because everywhere you go in some of your jobs is a camera. There's a camera somewhere in your job watching you work. You need to know this. You should be aware of this, or you should assume that there's a camera at your job. You have to assume that they are watching you. And I'm keeping it real so you will not lose your job because you're not thinking this way. Trying to work multiple jobs and so forth. And not realize that, on some of these jobs, they may be watching me. The reason I bring this up is this next clip we're about to watch. We're about to see. And I'll tell you right now, I've been guilty of doing some of these dastardly deeds here. So I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I understand. So let's take a look at this next clip, and then we'll talk about it.
Child, 30-minute lunch. Let me get a nice little amount. Oh shit! Oh! I'm fired. Oh shit, I'm fired. Damn.
All right, so yes, you can imagine how you would feel if you decided I'm gonna sit back here. I deliver things and it's quiet today. I'm just gonna sit over here and just take me a little cat nap, so I can catch up and stay amidst of all this work I'm doing. Just take me a little cat nap and then I'll get right back to it. Yeah, I'll get right back to it. And whoa, you wake up and it's dark outside. Your ass is going to pass some serious gas and maybe some other things as you realize you done slept the rest of the whole day, work day, away. Now, at this point, there's no need to try to act like anything. There's no need to lie. There's no need to pretend. There's no need to try to just drive home and try to arrive at work like you're just doing your job. It's time to be honest. It's absolutely time to be honest because not only are you not available to clock out for work, They got you on camera. They got you on camera. So even if you didn't know you was on camera, the best course of action is honesty. Be honest. Go in there. Let them know. I would add a little, I was feeling under the weather and wasn't feeling good or something. You can try that. It's not going to hurt. You're still not telling the truth, but that's what I would throw at them. Other than that, you're pretty much in trouble. Nonetheless, you can just hang it up. As far as I'm concerned. When I look at this scenario, there's no coming back from this. You're supposed to have clocked out, 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, you were supposed to clock out. And here you are, nighttime. A lot of people that went home. Manager, supervisors that called you up multiple times on your phone. You ain't answer. They're assuming you done ran off with the work truck. They're assuming the worst. They done called your home, called your emergency contact information. This is what supervisors do, okay? They don't just say, oh, well, we'll just see what happens. No, supervisors have a protocol they will follow when a truck driver does not return back from their route. Okay? So in this case, in this scenario, I'm going to be honest with you. Could be your last day. If you're honest, you may get a second chance. You're going to get written the hell up. That's all right. I'd rather be written the hell up and given a second chance than to go in there with the best lie you can think of. The best lie you can think of. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with the honesty side because this scenario is just too, you didn't call anybody. You didn't reach out to nobody. You didn't text anybody. You didn't walk to use somebody's phone. You didn't contact somebody through another means. It is what it is. It is what it is. So people, don't overwork yourself. Get out here and do the best you can. But remember, you have to rest. When your body says it's time to rest, it is time to rest. You can't ignore your body when it tells you it's time to rest. You have to rest. And if you keep those things in place, you can work 2 and 3 jobs. But when your body says, hey, I need to shut down, you need to make time for your body to shut down so you can get that whatever percentage amount of rest you need to keep going. All right, so amazing footage there. But it happens. Sometimes, 1 minute is all I'm going to take, and next thing you know, you've been asleep for 3 hours. Lord have mercy. What a terrible feeling. What a terrible feeling. To know that you were gone for 3, 4, 5 hours and have no way to account for where you've been. Lord have mercy. All right, moving on. All right, since we're on the subject of working hard, let's move on to another video option to look at here. I'm going to tell you what, you're an employee, you work for somebody, you have a responsibility to do your job and do it in a way that, shows that you're professional and you're following the rules of your job. Okay? But in this next clip, I believe that sometimes customers have a responsibility too. I mean, you see an employee is having an issue. You're not sure what it is, but sometimes you just don't need to, kind of include yourself in the issue. Sometimes you need to exclude yourself from the issue and go and seek help and assistance. And you're going to see what I mean in a moment. Let's take a look at this next clip.
Hey, put a little bit more oregano up on there. Yeah, player. That's it. Hit it with a little Parmesan cheese next. Hold on. Girl on that damn dope, ain't it? Oh, Lord, she did. Oh, Lord. Somebody call 911. We need the ambulance down here. Girl done fell out on my damn sandwich. Where y'all manager at, somebody? I'm hungry as hell. If I ain't got but a 15-minute lunch break, come over here, that motherfucker fell out on my damn sandwich.
All right. So, you're sitting there and you're talking and you're running your mouth as a customer. And I get it, okay? I get it. You're maybe in shock because you're taking a video of someone making your sandwich. I get it. But then in the midst of your sandwich making adventure, you see that person kind of just loses it. Just kind of falls out. And not only fall out, but into your sandwich. So first of all, my concern is something ain't right with this scenario. Something ain't right because going to sleep is one thing. But then when you doze off into somebody's food, that's a little bit beyond sleeping. That means you've lost control of yourself, of your abilities, of your composure. You've lost control. So there's a point where, okay, sleep is one thing, but at this point, we need to get a supervisor over here to find out if she's okay. Is there anything else going on here? Because she's not having she's not having a seizure, and it doesn't look like she's passed out per se, like collapsed, she's still standing and she's still a little bit under control of her bodily functions. But to be drooped over into someone's sandwich, there is an area of red zone concern. There is some concern there. So, when we overwork ourselves, these things happen. The body attempts to get its rest. I don't care how powerful you think coffee is and this and that, the other energy drinks. No, your body, when it wants to take a break, it will break on you. And this is the same thing that happens when you're driving your vehicle on a long trip. As you see, she dozed off. And enough time has elapsed to where if she was driving a car, she would run off the road, stay in the same lane, or strike an obstacle because she's clearly out of it. This is what happens when you're driving behind the wheel. Your body slowly goes into this deep sleep, and then next thing you know, you are in an accident, or you wake up. Hopefully you wake up. Hopefully you wake up. And if you do wake up, you roll down your window, you get you some air, you take a break. You can't keep driving if you're dozing off, and you can't keep working if you're dozing off. People are going to wonder, why are you dozing off making my sandwich? You're really tired if you fall asleep making a sandwich. Lord have mercy. All right, let's keep it moving. Reverend No Show, have you ever fell asleep making a sandwich?
Miss Jenkins, I've never fell asleep making a sandwich or making lunch or even making dinner. I've never fell asleep.
I can't remember falling asleep either making a sandwich. What about you, Bob? Have you ever fell asleep making a sandwich?
No. Maybe one time when I was making some Kool-Aid, but a sandwich, no. I ain't never fell asleep making no sandwich. Never.
All right, Bob. Falling asleep making Kool-Aid. That's just as bad if you ask me. Lord have mercy. Who falls asleep making Kool-Aid? Lord have mercy. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, people. Let me tell you something. Positive is good and positive is beautiful. And I'm going to tell you right now. Our next clip, which we can watch as we're talking in this particular window of our show. First of all, there's nothing more beautiful than our children on the planet. Our children are the most beautiful thing on the planet. Their hearts are full of positivity. Their love they give is unconditional. And the innocence that they obtain at birth is priceless. As you can see, this little lad right here is doing something that all of us had a chance to do one time or another, hopefully had a chance to do, is be a kid. And it doesn't take much to make a kid happy. There's a lot of things out here, games and toys, but real happiness is doing something that you love to do. If you look at this little kid here in this video, he's doing something that I think we've all done one time or another in our lifetime, which is roll down a hill. You don't need a friend to do this. You only need yourself and a hill. And this little kid is enjoying being a kid. It's something that we sometimes inside our hearts wish we could be again as a kid and do it all over again and enjoy the innocence of not knowing what this world has to offer on the negative, but being engulfed in the positive, the part of being a kid. I saw this kid across the street and I said, you know what? Let me get my camera out, because this is footage that, it's priceless. It's priceless footage that a kid enjoying being a kid, a happy kid. That's what life is all about. Enjoying life. He's not hurting anyone. He's not causing any problems. He's just being a kid. We can learn from this young man. We can learn that, life's not about the materialistic things. Life's about what you make it. Life's about your internal spirit. Life's about the love you have for life and the love for other people's lives. That's what it's all about, people. So when I look at this little guy going back up the hill to roll back down again, it makes me think about the simplicity of it all. It's so simple. Let these materialistic things go and enjoy what you can enjoy naturally. It's a beautiful moment in time, nonetheless. Nonetheless. Reverend No Show, do you remember playing in the grass, rolling in the grass, Reverend No Show?
Miss Jenkins, I did play in the grass. I did roll in the grass. We didn't have all those toys, big wheels, and video games and such. So we had to make do with what we had, Miss Jenkins.
Absolutely. You have to make do with what you have. And that's what we did as kids. We made do with what we had. We had a rope, we had a tire, we tied it on a tree, and we swung from the tire and the rope on a tree. It was about as fun could be. The summer's almost here, so, take time. Take time to do things with your family. If you're blessed to have a child in your family or children in your family, they're not going to remain children for much longer. They're going to grow up and they're going to move on and they're going to move out. And that little kid that we are seeing in the video will no longer be here as a little kid anymore. That's the one thing we don't take advantage of as parents. These moments in time when they're little kids. You have to appreciate them and hold on to them as long as you can, because they will simply grow up. All right, let's see where we're at. We're coming close to the end of the show. Beautiful show so far. We appreciate you for listening to ZZ109FM Talk Radio. I'm Elsie Jenkins. Let's see what else we've got to
All right.
across the airwaves. It's a beautiful time of the year because if you go to your grocery stores, you're going to see some of the most beautiful things on the planet. The beautiful vegetables, the beautiful fruits provided by the man above. I'm telling you now, this is beautiful. Abundance given to us is a blessing. And we have to take advantage of these things. We have to stay away from processed foods. We need to start eating fresh vegetables and consuming fresh fruits. These are things necessary to keep us healthy. If you can, stay away from those meats, steaks. Stay away from those foods that are not meant for us to consume. Take advantage of these things that are out here that are naturally provided to us by God. And I tell you now, when I walk through some of these grocery stores, they have everything so neatly lined up. It's almost artistic in its nature on how these things are presented to us as we walk in to grocery shop. Some of your stores out there like Wegmans, Kroger, and I'll tell you now, don't let every food lion discourage you. There are some food lions that take food seriously, and the management takes the stores seriously. Find you one of those stores. I noticed some of the food lions near the hood are a little lenient on the security and the cleanliness of their stores. Why is this consistent? Why can't all the Food Lion stores be on the same consistent level as the Food Lion stores in the good parts of town? That's another show in itself. But the bottom line is these stores are presenting these foods in a beautiful way. It's how I think God would want his foods to be presented, in a beautiful way, to represent the beauty of its presence, because we don't have to have food. We could get poisoned food from the ground, undeliverable to grocery stores. We could have phantom. We could have situations where food doesn't even grow in soil anymore. But we get the blessings nonetheless. And then you have the other side of things where sometimes you treat yourself and you go out or you order out. Elsie Jenkins gets it. Yes, do both. If you have the abilities, do both. Try to eat healthy, but every now and then treat yourself. Allow someone to serve you and bring you delicious dishes. If you're out, enjoy you a delicious drink or beverage, with or without alcohol. And if you are drinking alcohol, make sure you have someone that's a designated driver to make sure that you get home safely. There's no need for you to get in an accident after leaving a restaurant because you're feeling like, I got it, I'm okay, I can drive. No. Alcohol and vehicles do not mix. And even if you have to get an Uber to get yourself or others home, you do that. Pick your car up later. Or call me, Elsie Jenkins. I will come get your ass if you can't drive. In the middle of the night, if necessary, so you don't cause an accident. It doesn't make any sense, but people are still driving under the influence. And I'm going to tell you now, you Mexicans out there, because I'm hearing a lot of Mexicans driving and drinking. Y'all got a lot of fiestas, which means y'all need a lot of Ubers and Lyfts. Cinco de Mayo is one of them damn holidays where y'all are drinking. So who's getting y'all back to the house? Who's getting y'all back to safety? If everyone is Cinco de Mayo and the damn liquor down their throats, who the hell is driving you home? In my area, we're hearing a whole lot of Mexicans causing hit and runs, driving under the influence accidents. Now, y'all some hard-working people, but y'all some hard-partying people, too. And I'm going to let you know now, you need to take it seriously when y'all are partying and get someone to be a designated driver for you as well. Or take you a Lyft or take you a damn Uber. And pick your car up the next day. So I enjoy your holidays and fiestas y'all having, but I'm telling you now, I'm not going to be driving after your fiestas. Someone else is going to be driving my car, and someone else needs to drive your car. Don't make any damn sense. And what is this about these DUI incidents? Why in the hell is the drunk driver always the person not getting an injury or a scratch on them, and the other party is maimed, killed, or decapitated? I haven't heard of a driver driving drunk getting killed yet this year. They're all jumping out the car going, what happened? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. With that being said, you probably need to leave the car and get someone to drive you home. Like we say in Prize Picks, the odds are not for the victim. All right, let's let everybody know we appreciate you for listening today. ZZ109 Talk Radio 2025 is Elsie Jenkins. Get ready because we're going to get into President Trump. That's right. It's time we talk about that man. It's time that we communicate on a level that helps us understand the agenda. It's time. If we don't talk about it, we can wake up and the next thing we know, we're imprisoned in our homes because we won't pay attention. And I'm not going to be a damn prisoner in my home. I don't know about you listeners, but I'm not going to be a damn prisoner. In fact, if anything, I'm going to be a warrior in my home, ready to battle. Ready to battle. I'm a fighter, and I hope you'll be a fighter too if somebody wants to fight in the future. ZZ109FM, you have a safe summer out here. If you're going to the beach, you better say that sentence. Do I want to die today? And then answer that question. No, I don't want to die. I will make sure I respect the water, the beach, the lake, what have you. Respect it. If the winds are rough, you don't need to be in the water in the beginning. You don't need to be in the water in the first place. No one should drown. And the rest of this year, 2025, this summer, no one should. And I'm going to tell you what, the first time I hear about it, I'm doing a damn show. I'm doing a damn show. ZZ109FM, this is Elsie Jenkins signing off for Reverend No Show and 10th grade education Bob. You have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your May, and we'll see you in June. We'll see you in June if God is willing. Lord have mercy. Take us out, Reverend No Show. Take us out. Lord have mercy.